Welcome to the, I am so sorry, hang on one second. I am so sorry, how long have I been gone? This channel's about motorcycle track days, so if you're into that kind of thing, consider using your clutch or throttle hand to subscribe for more content, or don't, I'm not telling you what to do. Welcome to those returning. We're almost at 1,000 strong. I really appreciate all your support. This video is about the fundamentals to become a faster track rider on your motorcycle using vision, footwork, and hand controls. Man, that was a mouthful. This is what I would have told myself 15 years ago when I started riding on the racetrack. In this picture, you can see 2007, 2008 when I was riding. My motorcycle is leaned so far over, I am scraping the pegs. I am at the maximum lean angle of the motorcycle, and I am so upright on the motorcycle. It's the less noticeable inputs on your motorcycle and riding that make the biggest difference. 15 years ago, I was so focused on dragging my knee that I developed a lot of bad habits with my fundamentals of riding. My foot control, for example. Here I've developed a bad habit of hanging my foot off the tip of the foot peg. I have less stability this way, and boy do I go through some expensive boots quicker than I would like. I start with vision first and foremost because I believe it's the most important. I don't know anybody that can ride a motorcycle without their vision. Comment if you know any different. I'm always down to learn new things. When it comes to vision, we want to look as far ahead or through the turn as possible. This is going to help us react a lot faster and see upcoming obstacles or situations. This will also allow us to react a lot quicker to the motorcycle rear tire sliding out of the turn or the front end pushing into the turn. We give ourselves a bigger chance to react the further ahead we are looking down the racetrack or through the turn. Also, our perception is a lot slower when we're looking further ahead or through the turn. Objects on the racetrack aren't moving as quick when we're looking further ahead versus if we're looking what's right in front of us. At those speeds, that's already gone past us. Our vision is our roadmap on the racetrack. At those speeds, it's very difficult for our brains to process what's going on. So we resort to reference points to make things a little bit more comfortable. We know when we approach a brake marker here, it's time to brake. We know that when we approach a crack on the track, we know that when we approach a crack on the track, it's time to turn in. These are the points on the racetrack that indicate this is where we need to be. These feelings allow us to enter into a turn very comfortably from 160 miles an hour to 50 instead of that feeling of, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm gonna die. These reference points help us build confidence. If we don't know what we're doing when we're doing it, it's gonna be very difficult to expand on that. From time to time, I like to go out there, slow the pace down, and just be mindful of what I'm doing, where I'm braking, what's around me, where I'm turning in, what I'm looking at when I'm getting on the gas. To finish with vision, I would strongly recommend not target fixating. Target fixating leads to trouble. I would constantly be scanning the racetrack and looking ahead to your next reference point. First time I witnessed a crash on the motorcycle was the first time I crashed on track as well. By the motorcycle going off the racetrack that I couldn't keep my eyes away and I followed suit. Our vision naturally takes us where we want to go. Another example is, have you ever come up to a rider or a group of riders, whether it takes a lap or two or less, and all of a sudden you get behind that rider or group of riders and you're unable to pass them, and you're getting a little bit frustrated on the brakes and on the gas? Chances are you're target fixating on that rider ahead of you instead of what's in front of that rider. And so it makes it a lot more difficult to pass someone when you're focusing on that person instead of having them be in your peripheral vision and focusing on your reference points. Thus concludes our section on vision. Why, hello there. This is future Dean and editor. I realized that the video is running a little bit longer than I intended it to, and so I'm going to break it down into 3 different parts. Part 2 is going to come out in 2 days, and that's going to go over footwork, and part 3 is going to be hand controls. What do I do with my hands? I also don't think it's really wise to apply all these things at such a high pace and environment. You don't really realize what works and what doesn't work. Break it down into steps, apply one at a time, and then you know if it works for you or not, and then take it to the next step. Thank you so much for watching. It really does mean the world to me, and I appreciate all the people that have commented and asked the questions. If you have a question or anything, just leave it in the comments and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in 2 days. Thank you so much. Hang on one second. Hi Mom, I'm finishing up a YouTube video right now. Hang on one second. Thank you so much and be safe. I gotta take this phone call from my mother. Bye. Okay, sorry.